right, hello, hello, hello. This is Davey coming at you, your dreaded crypto maniac. December 14th, 2020. All right, so markets were kind of down today, but crypto is doing pretty good. Um, we're looking at Bitcoin right now. It's the daily chart. Over the weekend, we bounced pretty good, pretty hard. We're forming an ascending triangle. Very bullish, very good sign. Just watched the news a little bit, and apparently they're trying to push through a stimulus, and it's looking a lot more bullish about, it looks like it's going to happen. People are hurting, and people are crying out, and they want to do something good for Christmas, I think. It just makes sense to me that they're going to push some legislation out this week, which will be bullish, probably for gold and silver, which went down pretty hard today as well. Probably a good buys, not financial advice, but I'm buying it. So that will also increase crypto. It will decrease the U.S. dollar. The U.S. dollar it's bearish. Let's take a look at it. What it's doing right now. Just kind of curious. The other day I was saying it was going to probably come up and kiss one of the moving averages, but it's not looking like it's even wanting to do that, to be honest. That looks bad. What could happen is maybe like tomorrow or the next day, like stimulus gets shaky or something. Maybe it does come up and kiss a moving average. But that looks bearish. That's like a bear flag. Oof. I wouldn't want to be the US dollar right now. But I think when it does tank, it's probably going to be the last tank. They got the vaccines going. This next round of stimulus will be the last round of stimulus, unless, of course, things really get bad. I don't think they could get a whole lot much worse unless we're going to World War III and people are really killing over in the streets, which I hope does not happen. So blockchain stocks ran hard today, even while the market sold out. So that tells me crypto's good. And like some of these blockchain stocks are just, oh God, they're so ripe for the picking. Like that looks like a crazy rally, but if you look at the long term, like where it all started and came from, like if you look at the top of 27, it's at $10 right now. These things were at like $20, $30, $40, $50. So it's a good time to be in the markets. Some stocks I would maybe start selling. My plan is to sell. I'm hoping to hang on until after the new year, and that way I don't get taxed for this past year, but I get taxed for next year with stocks. I'm not selling my Bitcoin, but we'll see about that. Trying to time it right to where I get the most bang for the buck. Pay off the debts. Pay off Jabba the Hutt. Be a dead man. But yeah, to me everything's looking pretty good. Let's take a look at XRP. A lot of people were getting real bearish on this, and I could see some reasoning for that. Zoom up a little bit more, but it's basically in a bull flag, falling wedge. So depending, if we can get some good stimulus news, we can bust out of this thing and go hard. If it's a falling wedge, it'll come back up to the 76-cent mark. But that looks like a beautiful bull flag to me. If we get a nice stimulus package and it busts out of this thing, all positive and good, you take the measured move on this, it's going to be, let's take a look. So take the flagpole, you come on up, that's about where it's at. It would be a crazy move. It would be crazy. Oh God, it's on the no log. Sorry about this. Anyway, why does it look so funny? That's not right either. Hold on. why it's acting like so weird. Auto. Anyway. Yeah, you take this measured move, come up on this thing. You're looking at, it's going to go up to $1. Let's zoom up, zoom out. We're going to get there. All right, yeah, so basically $1. I mean, that would be the measure move of the bull flag. But minimally, it'll come up and retest 75 cents, maybe come up to a pattern, you know, some kind of like bowl pattern or cup and handle or something, and eventually go. But XRP tends to have more momentum than the rest of the alts. Takes longer to go, at least according to the last cycle. But when it does go, it goes hard. So it kind of makes sense to me. But you know, if we do get some bearish news, look for 40 cents as support in this pocket, the golden pocket, and then like if it fails and we get some really bearish reasoning, you know, you're looking at 34 cents, 30 cents, that kind of a thing. I'm not looking for those levels. I just don't really think that's going to happen. Link is still consolidating. We're trying to break back into that channel, this trading channel, which may happen. If not, we'll try to continue consolidating. But if we break back into this, you know, channel, off to the races. You know, break $20 and it's going to start flying. And to really get a good idea, I'm bullish as hell on Link right now, and here's why. And this is the Chainlink Bitcoin chart, and it's in textbook wedge, and it's really wedging. And you look at all of these other wedges on the charts, what happens? Pow! You know, another wedge. Pow! You know, sort of a wedge. Pow! Wedge. Like crazy. Pow! Wedge. Pow! You know, this is even bigger on a time frame. This wedge is insane. I mean, if you look at what this wedge did, I would compare this wedge to this wedge. So let's get a little interest. Yeah, let's get what tool do we want to use? Let's just look at what it did from here to there to the top. It's 1,000% increase. I mean, so we might look at another, you know, 500 to 1,000% increase. So how about $200? You know, that, I mean, I'm on board with the $1,000 predictions for Link, to be honest. Maybe number 3 on the market cap eventually. It's a little ambitious. I mean, minimally $100 by the end, but that's if it stalls and gets too much competition. Neo's looking good. A lot of these other alts are looking pretty good. There's been a lot of green today, especially over the weekend. There was a lot of green over the weekend with the altcoins. Ethereum is another one. It looks like it's ready to run. And the Ethereum, Bitcoin chart. Look, you got a wedge coming up. It just looks prime. I just think we're gonna start running. It just looks like a bottom formation has been made, and it's gonna start running up, which means altcoin season. So stoked. Also, sorry it's been a few days. I'm trying to do this every day, but I went out of town for the weekend and tried to upload some videos. It didn't go too well. The computer wasn't working. Yeah, VE chain's looking good. Yeah, they're just all looking pretty good. I just can't believe gold and silver didn't run at all today. Markets went down pretty hard, but this new stimulus news, I bet futures are going to be in the positive. And you can already tell, like, Bitcoin's kind of, it's reacting positively to it. It's not really going crazy, but yeah, let's take a look at the chart. Yeah, and I wanted to do like a little bit of a yeah, just trying to get some projections here. So this is an ascending triangle, and the measured move for that is around 24,000. Yeah, 24,000 measured move for the ascending triangle. You could even get crazier and consider it a bull flag. And this is really ambitious. I mean, say if these, yeah, say if these stimuluses are just a lot more than we even can think and imagine. I mean, we're looking at 28,000. It could happen. It could happen. One other trick. Whoopsie. Well, that's okay, I guess. Just cleaned up my chart like crazy. I like having my Fibonacci overlay, but yeah, so let's take another Fibonacci and do like a Fibonacci prediction here. Future projection. One thing you can do is take the top and run it down. And you can do this two ways. This is one way, this is the conservative prediction, which the golden pocket puts us at about 22,000. And that would be minimal, I think. But really, a lot of people would probably go down to where this whole rally started. Yeah, and you're looking at 0.14, this pocket right here. Yeah, you're looking at 20, 24, 25,000, 26,000. Yeah, that's just another way of looking at some things. God, I can't believe it erased everything just now. God, did it erase everything? Oof. I wonder if I can undo that. Ugh. Golly, alright. Oof. I liked some of the stuff I had on there. I wouldn't want that. Oh, man. Bummer. Jeez. Alright, well. Sorry about that. I'm a little bummed that all just completely... I guess I reset the chart. Damn. Okay. Sorry. I had that stuff there for a very long time. Let's look at Litecoin real quick. So sometimes, another reason why I go look at these other coins, some coins will lead. Last year, before the big rally to 14K with Bitcoin, Litecoin led that whole rally. So say if one of these coins just dropped. I mean, I'm not bearish right now, but just say if it just, Litecoin just went, I mean, that would tell it's leading something. I bet a lot of coins would follow. I think Ethereum would be more of a leader. Ethereum has been leading this one. Ethereum and Link have been leading a lot more. XRP is a laggard. So all that. Not trying to bore everybody, but we can go back to Bitcoin and look at some smaller time frames. Take a look at what's going on. Excuse me. So there is one little concerning thing. While this does look like a great ascending triangle, like really good. I mean, there was a fake out right here, but can't always have a perfect chart. But it's also forming a bit of a head and shoulders. It's kind of a smushed one, but head here, shoulder. See if this rolls over, and then also breaks this ascending triangle. Pretty bearish. What I would maybe do, I would consider putting a short right here with a stop loss like right here. But if that was to come to fruition, you'd coming down to like a 21 moving average, 14K, 13K, and you can make a lot of money. That's really bearish. I don't really think that's going to happen right now. But a lot of it, everything is depending on fundamentals. The stimulus goes through, it's going to be great. But if for some reason it gets stalled this week and God knows what else happens, it's just done, you know. It's we're going down to the 21 week for sure. So, but everything else is the fundamentals look good overall. Like I mean, all the big banks are supporting this stuff. They're buying, you know, Grayscale and Mass Mutual apparently just bought a bunch. BlackRock bought a bunch. So to me, things are looking pretty good for the crypto land. Not so great for the USD. Yeah, I just wanted to take a quick look at some of the coins that are doing rather well. Cosmos, Atom is doing well. Cardano, supposed to be getting some good news coming. I'm pretty stoked about that one. Yeah, Ren. What is that? Ren BTC. I'm not familiar with how that really. Yeah, so Blockstack, I've been bullish on that. It's been running. 0x is like, it's one of Tika Tori's picks, and it's just been so. I think it's a laggard like XRP, and it's probably going to start blowing up pretty good. Elrond is doing well. Energy Web doing well. You know, I just want to look at 0x though to let you know what I'm kind of talking, what I'm saying with it. And it's number 62, so it's pretty low cap, really. And hopefully, yeah, it's loading up. And let's see, yeah, like it's just not in the full bull mode yet. But you look at like it topped out 223, 2 something. But now we're finally kind of getting some action down here. Let's look at the 1 year. And we're starting to get some momentum. I mean, it's, you know, for sure. It's just, it actually looks like a big head and shoulders on it. Bam, it would take us down really far. Like really, I wouldn't like be trying to like trade this like or going long with it just yet. I would want to see it like come up to here, or maybe even come up to test this and pull back, and then be confident that this thing's going to start running. It just doesn't look that great to me. It's just an example of something that doesn't look great. I actually hold a lot of it, or a fair amount, and I'm like, why? But actually, you could stake it on Celsius and Monarch and get a decent, I think 3 or 4% staking reward. So, yeah, it's probably better than the US dollar, right? Yeah. Monero, the privacy coins have been running. Monero's, I think, one of the better ones. Alessia Rastani recommended it, and BitBoy just did a thing about it, so I think that's maybe why it's running today, honestly. But I'm pretty, it's going to be really controversial. I think the privacy coins are going to be up and down, you know, regulation, but like we need our privacy. You know, the point of crypto is to give us our rights back in a way. Like, stick it to the man, you know. Do you want to be like China where everyone's spying on everything you do and knowing where you're getting your toilet paper? I mean, like, this is just ridiculous. Like, what, are we machines or are we humans? Are we like free? Are we free or not free? That's kind of very, I don't know. Depends on your point of view, I suppose. Yeah, I think I lost all of that stuff that I had already driven. Well, anyways, hopefully I can get that back. But just want to touch base with everybody. Everything depends on the stimulus. Stimulus goes bad, everything's going to tank. Except for the US dollar. The US dollar gains strength. But I don't think anyone cares about that right now. We're trying to get through this year. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'll check back in tomorrow, see how the markets react. And we'll catch you then. All right, peace out.